بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the world, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Let us salvation be upon our Lord Prophet Muhammad, his our companions, the brethren, our fathers, mothers, brothers, and sisters in Islam, saying once again, Assalamu Alaikum, Warahmotullah, Wabarakaatuh. Our topic for today's sermon is the continuation of our last week's topic, which says the ethics and rulings of khairan in Islam. But where I'm directing my focus on is the ritual bath, or the last bath, the last ritual bath we give to our dead people. How it will be done and the process. That was what we discussed today, inshallah. But there's one thing we have to understand, that in Islam we have rulings that guide us, which is Al-Kitab and Sunnah. That is the only and the major guide and rules and obligation which every Muslim has to follow. That is our guide. But today, most of us wish to follow our personal desire, our personal inclination, which has led most of us astray. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide us. Imam, O servant of Allah, the first thing which we should do after we've laid down the dead body, it is advisable to let the dead body be on a high place. On a high place to be very much easier for us to do the bathing. And another thing, after putting it on a high place, make sure the nakedness is well covered. How will it be covered? It has to be covered from the navel to the knee. From the navel, find maybe a little white cloth to cover the dead body. If it is a male, make sure it is covered from the navel to the knee. But if it is a woman, make sure it is covered from her chest to her knee also. That is Sharia. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to cover our nakedness while we are alive. He's also respecting us after we are dead for our nakedness to be covered. See how Allah has respected us. See how Allah honored every individual in this life and also after our death. Also, Allah. Another thing which we must also take note of is the person doing the bath must be sure not to allow any other people to see the process, only maybe one or two people that want to assist in doing the bath. Because this is something Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Islam respected it so much. Taking the bath or doing the bath is not for everybody to see. Don't invite people to come and see. You are not doing a display. You are not doing a magic. You are not a magician. For people to come and be looking how you are doing it, how you are doing the bath. No. Make sure it is done in indoor, while it is secluded from everybody. Only you doing the bath, and maybe one or two people that will assist you, maybe in changing the dead body's position and every other thing. And after that, what you need to do, after the body is on the table or on a high place already, make sure you gently press the dead body's stomach. If at all any dirty thing or any fluid can come out, so after it comes out, make sure it is cleaned and taken care of. We need clean water in doing the bath. An absolute water, which simply means a very clean water. Another water which has to be added with acidium. Another water which has to be added with alcohol, which is camphor. So the first water, which is the clean water, is what we use to clean all all the dead body, all the body, after we discover maybe there's anything that comes out after gently pressing the stomach. Another thing which we will do is the person doing the bath has to wear something in his hand, be it glove or something which has to cover his hand particularly. Another thing is, after doing that, you start with ablution. Make sure the ablution it is done, because Muhammad said to some women when they were bathing his daughter, which is Zainab, he warned them and he said, if that be my her. When you are taking the bath, make sure you start from the right side. And also the parts of all the ablution aspects in our body. So make sure that is done. So in the process of the ablution, when you are performing ablution for the dead body, don't infuse water in her mouth or in his mouth. Also, don't put water in the person's nose. Because I'm very sure if you put water in the person's nose and he breathes out himself, I'm very sure you won't stay there anymore. So that is why don't put the water in the mouth, don't put the water in the nose. What we do as the person bathing the dead body is to wet your hand with water, put your hand in the mouth by rubbing it and cleaning the mouth in every corner of the mouth. And also the aspect of the nose, when you are performing ablution, wet your hand with water and put it inside the nose also. That is the process in when we are doing when we are performing the ablution. So just make everything clean. And the aspect of how many times are we going to bath the body? Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said to the women that were bathing his daughter, he said, wash the body 3 times, or 5 times, or 7 or 7 times, or after min dhalik, or more than that, in right to that. If you see the situation, if the situation permits that, if the situation warrants you should do more than 7 times, you are the one to decide if that will be possible. And mind you, the water of the kafur, which is the last water, now is what will be used in the order of the process, washing the body, the ablution, and every other aspect. But the last water, which is the mahu kafur, which is the last water, is the water we are using last to wash the body. Is the water we'll be using last to wash the body. God Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, make sure you put kafur in the last water you want to bathe the dead body. I'll say kafur or something made from camphor. So that is the message from Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And also, when it is in the aspect of female, make sure their hair is plaited into 3 parts, which will come down at their back. That is the aspect of female that has a very grown hair. Make sure it is plaited into three parts towards their back and head. And make sure this is the very warning to every individual. Be it someone that came from a Muslim that came from maybe Christian family. This is a very certain warning from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not advisable, not permissible, it is totally prohibited for a Muslim to bath a non-Muslim. We are not permitted to bath non-Muslim. Don't think about their wealth, don't think about their wealthy children, think about your akhirah. Think about your akhirah. This is not Prophet Muhammad's word, because some of our hadith will say maybe it's da'if. But can you tell me Quran is also da'if? So Allah said, وَلَا تُصَلِّ عَلَىٰ أَحَدٍ مِّنْهُمْ أَبَدًا. Because even though what we should know better is that your dua is not beneficial to them anymore. Even though when someone you know is a Christian guy, you don't need to say may Allah forgive him, because Allah won't forgive him. You don't need may Allah grant him Jannah, because Allah won't grant him Jannah. Your prayer is not beneficial to you, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, In testaghfir lahum, if you seek forgiveness for them. Awlam testaghfir lahum, or did not seek forgiveness, for them. Falan yaghfir Allahu lahum. Allah will not forgive them. So who are you? Tell your parents or anyone close to you that are Christian or they are not Muslim, that are not Muslim or not believer, advise them to, this is what will happen if you die. I won't do anything. If you die, I will wrap you and throw you away. Start telling them now. Because this is something you should start thinking about. This is something you start listening about. This is Islam. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala laid down for every Muslim after any one of us is dead. That is why وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Don't die except you are a Muslim. Die as a Muslim. That is the only condition. For us to bathe you, for us to shroud you, and for us to pray upon you. That is the only thing you need. Just be a Muslim and die as a Muslim. Not just Muslim by name, pray, go to masjid to pray. For me to know you are a Muslim. You can't just be praying at home and expect us you should die, then now come and call Imam, Mr. Ibrahim has died, and no one can confirm in your area that you are a Muslim. When you have mosque in your area, you have everything in your area, nobody can confirm you are a Muslim. In this place, nobody can confirm because they just know your name is Ibrahim. So you have to be very careful. Pray and show you are a Muslim. Be proud of your religion. Some people don't want to expose their name because of the nature of their job or the place they were working. They may not give them appointment letter, or they may not employ them because they are Muslim. They are hiding their Muslim. They are hiding their religion. They want to be a Christian in order to get a job. Subhanallah. You are indeed not a Muslim. If you are not proud of your religion, you are not a Muslim. So be a Muslim. Wabarakaatuh. That is the message from Allah. May Allah continue to guide us, protect us.
واستغفر الله إن الله